We live? Yeah. Strick City, woo! Strick City, all over the world. Strick City, man, we live. Yo, Strick City on the ride. Yo, look like surprise. Yo, taking your city like we live. Yo, man, we live. Yo, taking your city like surprise. Yo, on the ride. Yo, Strick City coming live. Yo.
Alright, so we are live. You know what I'm saying? Your boy DJ Strick right here. We're doing some major things tonight, and I'm so excited about you guys joining us. If you saw the intro today, actually I had two intros. The first one was of a man, James P. Spraggins, the drummer, right out of Birmingham, Alabama. And I absolutely love this guy, and we do this. I absolutely love PJ and what he has to offer the whole city as a musician. And of course, he had Sean Michael Ray with him. And who else did he have on there? He had a guy named Eric on guitar, and he had a couple other people that I really, really appreciate the artistry of what they did together. And that was actually the first run of what we call Perfect Note Live. So we got some things happening today that I think you're really going to be encouraged by. So without further ado, let me go ahead and introduce my guest today. I have none other than the owner of Perfect Note, and also Miss Kenty. She's actually doing the marketing, doing the video. She's going to explain all of her role today, so we kind of get an idea of what's going on. Y'all, welcome to Strick City Live tonight.
Hey there.
What up? Strick City in the building. Strick City in the building.
So I appreciate you guys coming on with me tonight. We got a few things we're going to talk about, and it's about Perfect Note. So I got a lot of people, Tremaine, that may or may not know what's going on with Perfect Note, have never been out to the location, have never ate there. They have no idea about how good the food is, how good the atmosphere is, how good this jewel is in Hoover, Alabama. Can you kind of explain your concept of a live dining venue right here in Alabama? Could you explain what's going on there?
Well, you know what? First, I just want to say, man, I appreciate you taking the time out to open this invitation up to us. Man, we always humble for every opportunity we have to be able to talk about our product. But Perfect Note is a live music and dining venue, to kind of shorten it up for the people who are 35 and over, maybe 40 and over, basically a jazz supper club.
I got you.
And for the ones that's under.
Tremaine, I don't meet that age demographic. You said 35 and up. I'm not.
So that's the reason why I'm about to go to this next one. Okay, for the ones that's up under it, you know, for the ones that's up under 35,
yes, sir.
Then we are your entertainment, dining, experience venue that you can come back and be guaranteed to be blown away for any type of entertainment that we have on our stage. While you're sitting there, you can be able to date night. While you're eating food, you can order drinks. It's just a great overall atmosphere to be in. And we take pride at what we're doing because we love for people to come out and have somewhere for grown folks to be able to come out and enjoy.
And that's what's up. So how long have you actually been doing this?
So, man, I've been in the music industry ever since the age of 6. For people who don't know, man, I traveled around with choirs and different things like that, singing. I left those back in the day now, though. I left those back in the day. Nobody know about those days right there. But I've been into the music business all this time. My parents and my aunties, all of them were very musically inclined. And I just took an interest of it probably when I was about 16. I was with this group called Fully Persuaded. We were a 4-male group. We actually imitated the group Commission. Those was our favorite group. And so it kind of, we were sitting around playing at our churches, but we never got any gigs anywhere else. So I took it upon myself to have an interest, and I started calling around. I started booking us, and before you know it, we was traveling all over as an independent gospel group in the 90s, being able to go and do gig for gig. So I found a little niche of it, and it's just been with me ever since. And that's what gave me the real passion of going into it full time on the music side of things, being able to promote music and being able to do music for these amount of years that I've been doing it.
That's what's up, man. I mean, it's incredible the run you've had in the city here, and I appreciate our partnership over the years, and we're going to get a chance to talk about how we've worked together in the past, but I just don't want Miss Kenty to sit here and people not know what she's doing, and because she's a real Renaissance woman doing so many things. ICU Media,
so many things.
The Ladies Room, working with Perfect Note. You do jazz radio on Sunday mornings. Did I miss anything?
And I do have a business, an LLC. It's Divine Images Finishing Institute. We do training in protocol and proper etiquette.
Wow. That's awesome. That's awesome. And you're in partnership with Perfect Note as well. Tell me about how that's going for you.
It's really an amazing partnership. What we do with ICU Media is that we bring the videography into it and the cinematography. We provide a live stream experience by way of the videos and the different, even the clips that you saw, and those of you who tuned into the very beginning of the show, what you saw is a product of ICU Media. And so we have an opportunity to bring you good resolution, amazing pixel, so that you can have an experience right there in your home. As TK said earlier, right there in your home. You know, we want to make sure that we're giving you good angles and good audio. Stefan is with the Perfect Note. We work hand in hand with him in making sure that as he's bringing that audio part and we're bringing the videography, that we're bringing a top-notch, #1 product for the listening audience. And so we're happy about that. We're excited. We got the Moxies who are a part of our team, and we have a couple more people that's with us. And so we're excited and geeked up about bringing you a really, really, really good live stream. And so that's what ICU Media does with this partnership with TK and the Perfect Note and TK Productions, is that we are bringing that videography and that live cinematography so that you can enjoy the live stream experience.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I tell you what I want to do. I want to do this, Tremaine. I want people to be able to have a small piece of what it's like being at Perfect Note. I only got a small clip of Eric Darius, but before I actually bring this clip up, I want you guys that are watching right now, I don't have my girl Alo on. So Alo, I'm sorry you missed out tonight. We miss you, girl. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get you on for the next one. Tuesday at 8 o'clock. It's me and you all over again. She normally tells the rules about what we do. So in the rules for tonight, if you're on tonight, I need you to share this. When you share it, share your Cash App name, and you'll be in the running to get something from Strick City. It's really that simple. Share the stream tonight on your page, and then you'll be in the running to get something from Strick City. If you look at my post, like on my page, we do have winners. Like, this is the real deal. I'm not lying to you. It really will happen, all right? So right now, I'm going to give you a quick taste of what it's like being at Perfect Note. man, that was awesome. Now, Tremaine, if you remember that clip, that had DeLon Charlie with Eric Darius, and was that Ryan on stage as well?
Yeah, that was Ryan Schultz. Ryan Schultz, DeLon, man, that was the squad. David on drums, Chris. Actually, he moved out to Atlanta, and then yeah, man, there's a lot of them on stage, and I think that was Wes, my main man, Wes Bird on the keys, that MDs it all.
Man, that's what's up, man. And you have up until the quarantine, I mean, you had a schedule that was lined up that was really going to be impressive for this year, not taking anything away from 2019 and 2018, but you have really began to kind of hit your stride when it comes to making a venue available for people for live jazz music and bringing people from all over the country. Man, it's been unbelievable. That's from my perspective. For you, what has your journey been like with providing this type of entertainment for the Birmingham metro area?
You know what? I just want to say, man, it's all God. I mean, he's we put him as our first priority,
right,
and then everything else, he just leads the way. And I'm just so excited because 4 years we've been at the run. We just celebrated in April. Unfortunately, we had to celebrate it in the midst of the COVID-19, but we did celebrate 4 years of being in business at Perfect Note with the doors opening. And we've just been blessed to bring a lot of people in our doors. And so this lineup for this year, though, was bananas. We had Chrisette Michelle. That was going to be her first appearance inside Perfect Note.
Wow.
And God just opened them doors for people to call us. I had 2 years, literally 2 years of a waiting list to be able to get on our stage. And that's just by people sharing videos. Social media has been very, very instrumental by getting a message and a word out to the masses of people. We've received so many accolades locally and nationally, and being one of the top venues nationally in the Smooth Jazz Network. And we've just been honored and been blessed to be able to have those opportunities that's been before us. And for those who don't know, I have to always say this: TK is for Tremaine and Karen. That's my wife. That's my lovely wife.
That's what's
Tremaine
up.
And Karen. When they say TK, they talk about one person because we share that unity together.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. And always love coming to Perfect Note. Guess what? Because when we do business with Karen. It is awesome to be able to work with her. She's always on point, man. It's kind of like, I mean, you know what it's like to have a wife in business with you. I mean, you go up and down together. It's nothing like being a great team, and you guys are. That being said, I want to say this because I know that Sean Michael Ray is watching right now, and he's already posted something up about one of his favorite teams, and he's always trying to roll stuff. He knows I'm an Auburn man, and there's nothing that, we could do about that. And I had to give a big shout out, a big war eagle to Sean Michael Ray. And, man, incredible bass player. I love him to death. He's just picked the wrong team to root for. So big shouts out to you. Big shouts out to Pastor Thomas Beavers, who's on tonight. Thank you for watching, sir. Thank you very much for your support. And I got Miss Terry on. I got Miss Val. Thank you, Val, for watching us tonight. And I just want to shout out a couple of people as we talk about Perfect Note. And I have Tremaine from TK Production, who is the owner of Perfect Note Live, the entertainment venue in Hoover, Alabama. And, man, it has been one of those venues that has grown over time. I mean, every year is better. Every year you get a better artist. I mean, coming and getting Chrisette Michelle, on the stage, or even listen, I say that coming up, like what we're going to announce is big for the guy that is playing. Like the next artist is the next big artist that's hitting, and people need to support that artist because you never know who's going to be next. That being said, you, because of COVID-19 and the quarantine, you had to shut down your business. How has that changed your business model?
It really has changed it a lot. Man, we never expected what we encountered with this COVID-19, but it just showed you that no matter who you are, what color you are, this thing took a presence on everybody. And so, you know, whatever you was in shortcoming of, you should have been working on it in this process.
Right.
And we just appreciate that God gave us the opportunity to be able to be visionaries in the course of. We didn't go into fear. We didn't go into anything in that regards. We came out because he don't give us a spirit of fear, but a sound mind. So that sound mind allowed us to be able to start thinking about what do we do in the midst of all this. So we developed the curbside service, which you and your wife have taken a part of, and that curbside service.
I love the food, man. You know I love the food.
Outside, well.
You know I love it.
We brought the music outside to the people to just be able to begin to start bringing joy to the people even outside. But then inside, whenever they give the mandate for us, we've been working on beta testing. That's how me and Clarissa connected, because I was watching behind the scenes, everybody jumping on the Facebook Live. Right. And they were just doing things. You had any and everything that was on Facebook Live. And the whole fact of the matter is that it just was not the representation that I felt we could have still be able to do, which is quality for our major artists and our indie artists, whatever artists. If you have the gift of arts, I wanted to make sure that we able to give them what they supposed to deserve, and that's quality. So I called Clarissa. Clarissa took the invitation right away. I explained to her about the vision I had, and she said, "Hey, come on, when you ready?" I was expecting her maybe to put me on the waiting list or something. You know what I'm saying? Right. But she said, "When you ready?" So we went right into it. Kim, your wife, was our first one that we did the beta testing on, and man, what a fantastic way it started the vision to be able to start going at that point. And each and every time we've been adding pieces of the puzzle together to where now we have joined forces with Crowd Music Group to become our own virtual platform, pay-per-view platform. Wow. That we're the only ones in the country. Wow. That's going to be doing this right here.
So hold on now. Let me get to the point where you actually started. Like, you saw people going live on Facebook. You said, "Hey, I'm doing a curbside service. Why not provide some entertainment from the venue?" Like, how did that come about, and how did you then secure Miss Kenty to actually do it? ICU Entertainment or Media, how did you secure them to do it?
So when we found out that we were going to lose half of our capacity, we knew things were not going to go back to the norm. Right. We knew that at least for the rest of the year, maybe even the next year. So that's lost income that we generally would have brought in for seats. Right. So with that being said, I said, okay, all of these people are jumping on the Facebook. So how do we enhance this experience? We knew it was still free. Right. Because everybody gets on and it's donation giving. But when I saw so many people tuned in, I'm gonna tell you, Kim developed the bulb to where we was like, okay, we got to be able. We had 18,000 views on that episode with Kim. Wow. And we put out the donation buttons and different things like that. But when it came down to the giving aspect of it, we even put the media in there. Stefan had the music tight. Clarissa, ICU Media, had the camera shots tight. And then we've added on since then, y'all. Y'all going to be, man, we'll get into tomorrow. We'll get into tomorrow in just a minute. But we've added on since then. But when she saw Kim, and then now the vision came to full color, Clarissa now took it a whole different level. She ran with it at that point. I didn't even have to say anything else after that. She saw exactly where my vision was, where I wanted to go. And then she expounded onto her own business with ICU Media by bringing in other intricate parts. So going back to the 18,000 views, we had 18,000, but what I did see, you all, is that Kim would have been, probably at this time, would have been going from state to state, being able to perform, getting honorariums.
Right.
But when I saw that it wasn't even 0.05% of donations given to 18,000 views, that sent off of a bulb. I said, you know what? How can we make that to where that is a live virtual show, just as if she was traveling, to where she knows exactly what she's guaranteed to get through ticket sales, but it's just virtually. And that's how Crowd Music Group came into play with Mike and David. We've been talking for a year in the making, y'all, with this. I've been talking behind the scenes with this before COVID-19 even developed.
Man, you ain't said nothing to me about it, man. Nothing. I get like no word. Hey, Strick, I'm working on something, man. It's gonna blow your mind. Normally, I get those conversations, Jermaine. You know, normally you'll give me a little hint. Hey, we working on something. But what I want to do, Clarissa, I want to know, like, from your point of view, like what you saw that made you say, hey, this is going to hit.
Well, the good thing about it is I've worked with TK for a minute. You know, this is not our first thing that we have done together with he and his wife. I would come out with the ladies' room and actually interview the artist who would come in to perform. And so, you know, this is not really our first time connecting, but it's our first time connecting on a different level. And so, you know, I was able to, like he said, to really see the vision. I listened to what he wanted to do. And I said, well, hey, let's go for it. I mean, you know, we're all on lockdown, shelter in place. What else do we have better to do?
Right.
And so, you know, I just decided to go ahead and do it. And there again, ICU Media, my husband works with me as well with this. And we brought another husband and wife team in to help us. And so it was really, for me, it was a no-brainer. You know, it wasn't anything that I had to just push plates back and fast and pray about. I heard what he had to say. I felt like it was good. I felt like it was a right now thing. One thing I love about A.G. Gasson is this: find a need and fill it. There's a great need, a great disparity of opportunity that's out there. I mean, there were some gaps that was just opening up, and TK was able to see those gaps and decided to fill those gaps. It made sense to me. I'm very particular, strict in who I partner with and who I connect with, and it has to be with people that have a vision and they know how to execute that vision, and that they can communicate that vision effective enough to where I know it's going somewhere. And so this not only just made sense to us at ICU Media, however, you know, the first time, which was with Kim, that we did the live stream, you know, light bulbs was just popping up all over the place. Wow. And so we're talking like, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? Yeah, let's do this. Let's do it. Okay, I got you. And so the energy was just really electrifying. And just having couples together to work this thing has just been amazing too, because it's energy. Whereas one person may be missing it, the other person will pick up, and strict, you know how that goes.
I do.
And so, and like I said, it was just really easy to see it. God is all in it. You know, all of us are God-fearing people. And so we believe that not only are we willing vessels, but we believe that God is in the helm of this thing. We believe that he is leading this. And so, you know, we just go forth and just give it all we have and just let it roll.
This is, you know, while you're talking, and I know I hear the business mind. I hear you saying, hey, we're Christians. We're really, you know, that's our foundation. That's kind of binds us all together. Right. It sparked something, a memory for me. And I was driving to Chick-fil-A a couple years ago. And this young man was at the window. He had the hugest smile. Hey, Strick! He was so happy to see me. People don't know this, but years ago, when your boys were in elementary school, your two older sons, they were in my after school program. I'm talking about the best kids because they had a great family. Your husband is an awesome man. And, you know, if people don't know, maybe don't know that he can sing too. Like, he's not like performing as an artist, but the guy can really sing. And
Yes.
it is such a small world here in Birmingham, how things kind of weave and interchange. But it, I saw the oldest son. I think he's in North Carolina now,
He's
working with
actually in Kentucky. He's in
Kentucky.
Kentucky school, Murray State.
So he's with a group called Ransom, and man, he's just blossoming into this mature Christian man, and it is so awesome to see that. So congratulations to you and your husband. And I'm talking about the boys because your daughter was so young at the time. I didn't really get a chance to get to know her that well, but an awesome, awesome family. That being said,
And
I want to bring TK back on, and we want to make this announcement because Tremaine, what you're doing right now, you've already said it. You guys are the first ones at, and I got a couple of questions in the comments already, but I really want you to explain for everybody what's about to happen tomorrow night.
Man, we getting ready to change the game of virtual reality. We're getting ready to put the face on what we call the new what would we say about it, Clarissa? The new gig, basically. This is about to be the new gig, and it's going to bring to where now you're able to do a virtual ticket. We got our first artist out the gate, young man by the name of Alex Banks. Alex Banks has played our room a lot of times. He's even the one that, and you know, Eric Essex. We know our own hometown, Eric Essex, phenomenal artist. He's even the one, you know, Eric don't play a whole lot for everybody, especially, you know, but he wrote a song and produced a song on Alex's album.
That's what's up.
And so we're so excited for this young man to be our first out the gate run with our virtual pay-per-view ticket. It's exciting. We've been on the phone all day today, getting everything, all the business and everything tight. To where we launch. We just want to make sure that first impression out the gate is something extraordinary for the people. And then not only that, y'all are getting ready to see 1080p quality at its best. The sound, because this platform was built for music. Facebook was not built for music. It was based off of a social platform. It does good at what it does. So, but now we're able to just take it to a different level because you're able to see this just as if you're sitting in our venue at Perfect Note. So, but you're able to see it in your own home, on your own mobile device or your television. You can make a watch party out of it. The tickets are only $10. And you can go right onto our website at perfectnotelive.com, download the app, buy the virtual ticket, and you're ready to go on tomorrow at 7 p.m. We come on with a little interview first out the gate to be able to talk about with the artist like we usually do. If anybody know about Perfect Note, we do an interview with the artist. We do it at the beginning this time on the virtual world. And so then it'll start about 6:50. And he's hitting that stage at 7 o'clock, and we're ready to go, man.
Wow. Now, with all this, Miss Kenty, your team is actually going to be filming this whole thing?
Yes, we filmed the whole thing from the beginning to the end. We have an amazing interview that we will kick off at 6:50. Okay. And that's you're going to see TK and the artist talking about just getting to know the artist and some great questions about Alex and how he got started. That's going to kick off at 6:50. We're going to actually do a little countdown at 6:45, so you can kind of chill out in our virtual lobby and kind of get yourself together. So when everything kicks off at 7 o'clock, you'll be ready to go. And a good thing about this is that we have a virtual tip jar during the live stream.
Okay.
Which means that you can listen to the artist. And, you know, I'm a big person about tipping. And, you know, I know TK can appreciate this because he has great waiters and waitresses that are working at the Perfect Note, and they appreciate tips. And so when I get my nails done and all this other type of stuff, I pay the prices, but I'm also going to tip. So that opportunity is going to be available tomorrow night. Now, the tip jar will disappear after the live stream is over. But during the live stream, hey, let's tip them, let them know how much we appreciate what they do, because it's only $10 as an investment for your virtual ticket.
Okay.
Usually when you go anywhere, it's going to start off at $30 or higher to go to any type of concert.
Right.
And so it's just $10 for the investment. You go out to perfectnotelive.com. That's perfectnotelive.com. Go out. You can go out there now. Get that virtual ticket and you can be ready for tomorrow. But you can go out there and grab that virtual ticket and you will be ready for tomorrow. But my team, we're getting everything together now. And so we'll make sure that we will get you the best pixel and the best resolution. And as TK said earlier, by using crowd music, the videography that we're providing and the content is going to run through that high resolution at 1080. And it's going to be like touching the artist on the shoulder.
Wow. Wow. So, Tremaine, now I hear we're pushing this pay-per-view. Will the dining room be open at all?
So, no, we won't have. We was hoping that we at least have somebody in the dining room. But when the governor did that at-home order to the 15th, then unfortunately we had to pull the dining room aspect back out of it. So it'll just be cameras. Therefore, band, everybody will be at social distancing and, man, giving you a great show.
Wow.
So we all spread it out all over the room.
So this really goes into the question that Pastor Beavers put into the comments. He was asking with all that's going on with COVID-19, how has it adjusted your business model? And I guess we're really talking about all of this, but how has it really affected you, and do you feel like it's a negative thing or a positive thing for your business?
I really feel like it's a positive thing, because I guarantee you this, when it really, really takes off the way that it is, you know, everything that comes out the gate, first off, it's a baby, you know,
Right.
It has to be able to grow. And so, but once it grows into a full maturity, it just starts to fly on its own wings and its own merits. And I think if this would not have happened, we probably would not have been on this. Probably eventually later, because we were talking about it before this happened, but it wouldn't have been a right now scenario. We've probably just been doing business the way we've been doing it, and really not, you know, it probably would have been back on the back burner. Procrastination probably would have been in play with it.
Right.
But, you know, this gave us an opportunity to be able to have a big eye opener to excel all of the things that were on the back burner. So it's been a plus for us.
Gotcha.
It's been a great plus for us. We've been able to keep people employed in this time. And we're just ready to give the people now who's still afraid to get out. Now, I won't say afraid, but hesitant to get out right now in the midst of everything, to come out publicly to a place like Perfect Note. Even with social distancing, we can still put great entertainment in their homes now, which that's the exciting part about it. And we can reach a whole lot more people than we could with just 170 seats that we had in our venue.
I got you. And looking at the comments for real and reading exactly what Thomas Beaver said, or Pastor Beaver said, we was talking about EJ, actually that was last Thanksgiving, or Thanksgiving before last. You know, Hoover has had a big hit as far as from an economic standpoint because of so many things happening. So you had the economic hit of the EJ shooting in Hoover. Then you had the economic hit for COVID-19. So standing strong, just like you're saying now, that you're seeing this part potentially could be a real positive going forward for you.
Yeah, so you know what? When everything happened, even back, man, we still send the prayers out for the family. You know, when God got your back, he got your back. You know what I mean? I can't attest it to nothing else because a lot of people thought we were going to get really hit hard because we were in Hoover.
Right.
But you know what? People start really pouring in, showing even more support and love for the minority or the Black businesses. You know what I mean? And so we felt very honored. We tried to embrace always embrace our communities, because we like, if we give back to our community, they should be able to give back to you. Right. And that's why we always just try to stay forefront, being able to be out in front of our communities and let them know that regardless of what's going on, even with the COVID-19 now, we didn't close our doors. We came out to still be able to give to our community through our curbside service.
And so you were doing tailgating and everything. Y'all had a party in the parking lot, right? Y'all were doing it big in the parking lot. Was that a weekend thing, like a Saturday thing? What was that about?
You know what? The customers, man, we have great people. You know, they've created now, they call it Tailgate Saturday.
Wow.
So they come out with their friends, family, and they tailgate. They bring chairs out. We probably had about maybe 50 people out in the parking lot this past Saturday tailgating. They were just tailgating out in the parking lot. So now they've made this a thing. They've shared it. And now this Saturday, it's going to even be bigger than that. We probably have about 100 people out there tailgating in a parking lot on this Saturday.
Man, that's awesome. Now, Ms. Kenty, actually being a part of this, like seeing the movement so rapidly, even in the midst of COVID-19 and the quarantine and stay safe at home, how has this process been for you?
It's really been amazing. One of the things that I was concerned as it relates to my business, as most businesses, is, losing your clients. Right. And in that financial disparity. The blessing for me and the type of business that I do is that I did not lose my clients. I still have my client base, and I've been able to gain even more clients because of the services that we offer that are virtual. That's where everyone is going right now. So we're getting calls on people who need assistance in how to set up their live streams and how to do their face-to-face and side-by-sides, things like this, to help produce their shows for them, because that's where we are right now. So we've been really getting more people calling for consultations and to help them get set up. So it's really been a blessing for us, much like TK. When a crisis hits, either you're going to thrive or you're going to dive. So, you decide what you're going to do during this time. And so God has just saw fit for both of us to thrive during this time and to be creative and to see what else can be done out here to not only become more financially stable, but what can we do to help other people? And I believe that this vision that TK has is to help people. Not only is it entertaining, but music brings joy.
It does.
Music brings a vibe of peace and happiness and unity. And right now, because of the social distancing, we just can't reach out and touch anyone. But even during the live stream, there's still feeds that's going up where we can communicate back and forth with each other as we're all on the same stream. Wow. So that still brings some type of virtual connection there. So for me, it has been an opportunity just to be more creative. And it was a term he used that was very interesting to me, and that was procrastination.
Right.
I've had to arrest that demon. And I had been able to do that during it was a demon. And to be able to do that in this time, what I realize is this, you always hear that tomorrow is not promised to you, but I always refer to it as being a way of, you could die any day and that life is but a vapor. But really, tomorrow is not promised to you, even as life as we know it today. And so it was like one day everything was working well. The country was operating. There was no shortage of money. All the restaurants were open. All the stores were open. And like overnight, everything shut down, even down to the function of the country. And so no one could have ever imagined that in a million years to happen. So I have a different understanding for tomorrow is not promised to you. Wow. So I take advantage of the day and the right now moments, and being in partnership with TK Productions and The Perfect Note, and where we are right now is taking place and taking advantage of these right now moments. I believe it's God inspired, and I'm looking forward to seeing what else God has in store for this.
Well, I had an opportunity to see the announcement. I thought that was huge. Again, Jermaine, I didn't expect it. So I was like, wow, they're doing what now? And to get exposed to Crowd Music Group and what they provide, and even some of the things they had to say about your business. What I want to do is go to that interview you guys did with them and allow, I think their names are David and Mike, allow them kind of explain how they got connected with you guys. So we're going to take a look at that right now.
Concert. This was just a warm, intimate thing, and we're just so excited for the Perfect Note because this is going to be some really cool music coming out of there. I heard just the test stuff that they've done with us, and I'm like, David, it's not that far of a drive. We kind of cut out of here.
Oh, we're going.
Yes.
We're going. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And hey, I want to piggyback on what Mike said, and I want everybody who's watching to realize this. Crowd music is not an anybody and everybody platform. We are very selective as far as who we work with, the quality levels, all that. Now, I want to make this very well known. Perfect Note is our very first venue that we felt comfortable enough with to say, we're all in with you guys. So I want to congratulate TK and Clarissa here. The level of quality of the broadcast is going to be ridiculous. I mean, they have multiple cameras. They have phenomenal sound going on. We're delivering a killer feed. Everybody who's seen our live streams thus far, the couple that we've done has been, this is the best live stream I've ever seen in my life. It sounds better than anything else out there. As a matter of fact, we had a software company that we auditioned for this week, so to speak, and they threw everything at us from the kitchen sink on, and they're like, we don't know what you're doing, but you're doing it at such a far superior level. So between the acts that TK and Perfect Note's bringing in, the quality of the broadcast that they're delivering, the platform that we're going to be delivering it to you on, all of it is second to none. And I think you're going to be blown away, and you're going to be wanting to do this regularly and enjoying it thoroughly. And we're going to make sure that it's the best money you've ever spent during this whole COVID thing going forward. It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be amazing. That's what he said. Man, it's awesome to be able to work with a group like that, coming into your venue, providing the video piece of the live concert setting. And so it's tomorrow night. Can you kind of run down the time, talk about the artist just a little bit?
All right. So tomorrow night, really it kicks off at 6:50, but showtime is at 7. You go to perfectnotelive.com. We're going to have a whole virtual world for you. Go and purchase the ticket. It's only $10. You get the opportunity to get a user perspective of sitting at a concert with actually not being there. And I guarantee you it's just going to be something just to be able to see. Even if you're just curious, $10 is nothing. Like we was joking about it yesterday. Some people out there ready to go with their $10 trying to find Lysol right now. You know what I mean? Or some Clorox wipes right now. So, and you ain't gonna find none.
No, you're not gonna find
So spend that $10 online with us. Spend that $10 online with us at perfectnotelive.com. Support this great artist. His name is Alex Banks Jr. He's a chemical nuclear engineer.
What?
But yes, he graduated with honors, chemical nuclear engineer. But he decided to do full-time music. He just said that's where his passion is. And so, man, that's honorable. And we want to be able to support those things like that. You know what I mean? He stepped out on faith. So God has given us an opportunity to step out on faith with this project. And so we just want to be able to provide a bridge. And that's what we're doing. For anybody who wants to cross it, that has a great gift that God has blessed them, we're right here to be able to magnify through that virtual world. 7 o'clock, tune in, download the app, Crowd Music. David and Mike, man, just like you saw them online, they are great, great guys. Awesome. If they was anywhere else to where maybe they might have been arrogant or, caught up on themselves, we probably wouldn't even be on this conversation right now, to be honest with you. But they just great guys, just the way they are, man. And the way you've seen them is just the way. And they're going to be here tomorrow, too, as well. They're coming down to be able to see the launch and the release, social distancing, too, as well. So they're going to be right there in the room to be able to check out the live and just see how they launch. So that shows you they're driving all the way from Nashville to be able to support what we have on our first launch.
So, Tremaine, let me ask you this question because I know we got artists that are watching tonight. What you're providing, not only are you providing a live venue in Birmingham metro area, actually Hoover, Alabama, but you're also providing now a virtual opportunity for artists. Like, I don't know if you know this, but I'm a very well accomplished singer, like personally. Like, I don't know if you knew that, I know Kim sings on her music, but I get to be the best vocalist in the family. If I want to get onto this virtual opportunity, you know what I'm saying? How would that work for somebody that's as great as a singer as me? How would that work out?
Oh man, I didn't know about the vocals, man. I didn't know you had the vocals,
listen,
man.
I do it all, man. I do it all. I do it all. Sing, dance, rap, whatever. Like, how can I get an opportunity? You know what I'm
I didn't know you
saying?
was a quadruple threat like that.
Listen, it's more than quadruple. I don't know what it is. It's like 20 different things I could do.
Hey, so it's real simple process for us. We always tell everybody to be able to send us a live video of yourself performing at info@perfectnotelive.com. That shows me everything. I'm the one that looks at all the videos, and if I feel that it fits the platform, then it's simple. I call you up, we get a date locked in, and the rest is history. And then you can be able to, because I know what the people are looking for. I'm very intuitive in music. Music is my life. I live and breathe it. So I know exactly what works. That gives us the opportunity to be able to not just put any and everything on our stages. And that's what people can appreciate.
That's what's up, man. I mean, I just wanted to have the artists actually know. So having a friend of mine that's always on Strick City Live, and you guys may know him too. I got my man Big Prophet. I'm sure he's got a question from an artist perspective as well for what you're doing right here. Prophet, I got you on right now, man. How you doing, sir?
Strick City in the building, all over the world.
Yes, sir.
TK, Mr. Tremaine, DKA TK, how you feeling, man?
Man, we doing good, man. Hey, 2006, real quick to be able to say this to Prophet. We were still in Chicago. I was living in Chicago. I'll never forget this. He was on the panel over at what's that church out there in Roebuck?
What's the center?
The church out there in Roebuck. But he was on a panel talking about with Bessie
Right.
Bell. They were talking about some things down there. We had all lunch for Chick-fil-A sandwiches. This is the first time I've ever known about Chick-fil-A, because we didn't have Chick-fil-A's up north. So I was able to taste some of that delicious sandwich. But that's where I met this guy at. And he said a lot of things that just stuck in my mind by spitting a lot of knowledge. He was on that panel and they were talking, and I was in the audience actually listening. We had brought the artists for this particular event, but that's how I met Prophet, man. Very wise, intelligent guy, and just excited about even reliving this back years later, us being able to meet back up like this.
Hey, thank you, Tremaine, man. That's very, very encouraging, man. I'm very humbled and blessed by that, man. Grateful to have that opportunity. And on that note, man, I want to tag what you guys have said. Just be thankful to Strick too, man, for even doing this, because as you've been seeing in his other podcast, it's been his trailblazingness, if that's even a word. I got G.
That's not a word. That's not a word.
It's a new word now.
Okay.
So thank you, Strick, man, for providing this opportunity. But I just want to say to you, TK, man, also being a ex-business owner, I don't know if you remember, but at 20 years old, I used to own 4 of the largest bedding stores in the city called Beds for Less, and having the responsibility of 4 furniture stores, man, and going through the ups and downs of owning a business, and having the sometimes when the customers are not coming and finances are not there, and you're having to go into your savings or loan or whatever. It's tough to stay in business, and you're in Hoover. Let's get that clear. So I know your rent ain't $500, you know what I mean? But we don't pay for that though, you know what I mean? But that's one thing I want to commend you on. And then you're doing multi businesses. You're serving food. Every time I've came with Strick or Kim. Shouts out to my sister Kim Scott, and when we've come, man, it's always been a pleasure to see how your staff makes every person feel like they're giving them individual attention. It's really amazing to me, and for you to keep the camaraderie of the event and the atmosphere going and so forth, man, it's just awesome to see what you're doing. And as an artist, I'm gonna just flow from there into the question. But as an artist, of course, I know that, Perfect Note, first of all, what you're doing is all in the name. But what we've come to realize more so is that it's more so has been jazz as an artist in the background, just looking into what you're doing. So if you'll make clear or let us know, us other artists like us hip hoppers or gospel rappers or whatever, or is your platform open to us as well?
So, man, that's a great question. I'm glad you brought that up because we were just had that conversation. Now, ideally, with Perfect Note setting, it was just based off of 4 genres. You had jazz primarily, which was about 90% of it, and then you had old school R&B, gospel and blues. That was our makeup. That's what the people stated that they wanted to be able to have. So we generated those, and what I was familiar with as far as the genres that I've worked with throughout my history of music. And but we used to manage a Christian hip hop artist, and so we know about that world because that's how I met you. We had Kevo. Kevo is out of Chicago, is a Christian hip hop artist. And we've had the opportunity to be able to see that dynamic. But now with this particular virtual world, we now can be able to open up more with different varieties of genres of music. So that's the exciting part about it. So to answer your question, yes, we will eventually start entertaining more variety because now we have a bigger platform to be able to put them on where people can enjoy virtually instead of right there inside Perfect Note.
That's what's up, man. That's a Prophet, man. I appreciate it. Excellent question about artists getting an opportunity to actually come be on stage. I tell you what I want to do now. I want to bring back on Miss Kenty and TK and Miss Kenty, if you guys can kind of wrap it up for us so everybody would know, hey, this is what's going down tomorrow night. You got to do the pay-per-view. Strick is saying right now, I want you to support. Kim and I have already got our ticket. Guess what? We're going to be watching Alex do his thing. And I want everybody else that can and that will support and be a part of this movement. I think that we could all do a better job of supporting people. And I tell you what I'm going to do right now, TK. This is what we're going to do. Normally, we do a cash app for somebody that actually, I don't know if I can do this. So let me ask you this question. If I pay for somebody to actually view it, do I send them the link or how does that work? Or should I just send them the cash app and they do the link?
Right. It's user specific. So they have to have their own username or user code to be able to get in. So based off of their own user identity.
So
unfortunately, right now, you can't purchase multiple tickets. They're working on that. It's still all beta, but you can be able to bless them with a cash app to be able to, for them to go in and do what they need to do.
That's what I want to do. So if you share this live stream tonight and you put your cash app in there, I'm going to pay for your ticket to watch Alex tomorrow with the pay-per-view. All right? Is that cool, Miss Kenty?
I want to do something too. I got to ask my wife while y'all doing that. Why Clarissa, if you can go to that question, I'm going to ask my wife right quick, but I'm going to be right back. I want to bless somebody too as well. Hold on a second.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and we want to do the same, so and bless someone as well. But the good thing about this, Strick, is that people can go on and create a subscription. And that subscription is being a part of the Perfect Note crowd. And by doing that, that gives you an opportunity to get notifications of upcoming concerts that will be taking place.
Okay.
So you will become a part of the Perfect Note crowd,
Okay.
and you will be able to have exclusive information of upcoming concerts. Also, that is a free subscription to you. The subscription is free, but of course, the virtual tickets will come at a cost of $10.
Right.
And so, you know, and you want to be a part of the crowd so that as new people come in, you will know what's going on. And there's so many other dynamics with being a part of the Perfect Note crowd. Being a part of the Perfect Note crowd, I mean, I don't even know if we can go into it right now. We probably need to do this on another broadcast.
Yes,
but
ma'am.
by being a part of the Perfect Note crowd, that gives you an opportunity to start creating residual income, which means you go in and you share the link of the artist. And if someone purchases a ticket under that link, then that person who shares the link now gets some form of residual income.
So that's what I need to do. I need to send in the link and then pay for the link, and I get paid.
You get paid, everybody.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
But it is an amazing opportunity. So definitely go in. You don't have to wait until tomorrow, Strick, to go ahead and get that virtual ticket. Go in and do that now to make sure.
Oh, I already got mine.
And we
I'm
want
ready to
everyone
go.
to do the same thing. Be proactive. Go to perfectnotelive.com. That's perfectnotelive.com. Get more information about going in and get that virtual ticket so you will be ready. We will actually open up the doors to our virtual lobby at 6:45. 6:45 we'll open the doors to the virtual lobby. You can listen to a little music and watch our countdown. At 6:50 is going to be an amazing interview with TK and Alex, and they're kind of chewing the fat a little bit. And promptly at 7:00 p.m. Central Standard Time, you will see Alex doing his thing on stage.
That's what's up. That's what's up. There you go.
And I want to say too, we're users as well. So even though we're there in the midst of capturing all of it and right there at our own venue, we purchase tickets.
Yep.
We purchase tickets, y'all. That's the big difference right there. So we purchased I purchased my $10 ticket tonight. Clarissa, I'm quite sure she's going to do that because that's what we do. You know, that's what we do. So we want to be users and supporters just as well on behind the scenes. And so, hey, I just got the release from the missus. I want to go ahead and bless the Cash App with $50 tonight to be able to do whatever you need to do, Strick, on that to how you do your thing. So I want to go after this. You just let me know what I need to do, and I want to put 50 in that Cash App.
That's what's
Yes,
up,
and
man.
we're going to
That's
be
what's up.
good on the same. I need to refer to Ernest on the amount. But we're definitely going to do the same thing.
Man, that's so generous of both of you guys. And to be honest with you, Tremaine, I think we met, I don't know how long ago it was. It was actually one of the events you were doing in Bessemer. You had Najee playing there, and that's when we met the first time. Kim actually did a feature that night. And to see you go from Bessemer, where you were renting a spot, to having your own location, and now to expand to doing this virtual world pay-per-view, man, I'm just so proud of you. I'm so proud of you, brother, of what you're doing, and I want to be the best supporter of you as well. And then to pull in Miss Kenty and her family and then her whole team to this, I'm just at awe of what God is doing and moving in both your family lives right now. So continue to do it. I'm going to support. Give the website one more time so we'll be sure that people have it.
That is
It's
the perfectlive.com. We're both there.
We be on it.
TK.
We be on it. No, she good. Hey, she delivers the message better than I do. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
Hey, Strick, we actually met before that. We actually met at Jazz Underground when you and Kim was just started dating, I believe. So, man, y'all was all Google-eyed, you know, at that time, man. Y'all was real Google-eyed.
I'm still Google-eyed, brother. I'm still Google-eyed.
That's right, boy. That's right.
That's what, I got to get off this call right now. Listen. Hey, check
Man,
this
no,
out,
I
man.
appreciate you, man. I appreciate you having us on. Man, it's been a blessing. I thank you, thank you, thank you. We don't take it for granted. And so we appreciate your support over the years, and we look forward to what this is getting ready to grow into.
It's going to be crazy, man. I'm going to be right there cheering you guys on. Again, congratulations to you. Let's connect on some more stuff. I want to see what ICU Media is doing. You know what I'm saying, Miss Kenty? Congratulations. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. And everybody that's watched tonight, thank y'all so very much for being a part of this. Please support everybody. And again, to Sean Michael Ray, War Eagle to you, brother. Thank y'all.
Appreciate it.
We live? Yeah. Strick City. Woo! Strick City. All over the world. Strick City. Man, we live. Yo.